We're back. The break's over.
It's us.
It does. It's not in 10 Goons anymore, though. It's Goons Gear. Oh, Goons
Oh
Games
my
Gear. I
God.
screwed it up. I messed it up the first time. The first time I
That's
say it.
right. Goons Games Gear. We're here.
Get used to it.
Check out the new setup.
Yeah, just ignore like
the head goon here.
ignore this
the
part.
unfinished side.
The side that I'd probably predominantly show, but I mean, yeah, we changed our name. Originally, at least when my co-host Jago was part of the main crew, he basically he created the name Tengoons because we were more Nintendo related, but then we ventured out into more gaming news and games in general. And since G Phone here has taken over as the co-host, I thought it'd be a great time to mix it up. This is probably the last time we're going to change the name. Felt like it was a good time.
This is it.
Right, this is
Until we become the official Todd Howard fan club, of course. Then it becomes Skyrim, and Skyrim.
At some point, we really should play on this joke and have Todd Howard shirts and
get him on a guest speaker.
Imagine that it's a 10 years. So Todd Howard, you miss Skyrim? What do you mean miss? I am Skyrim. Well, so yeah, we have a TikTok now. It's actually doing rather great, actually. You should check it out there. Literally everywhere is now Goons Games and Gear. Apple, unfortunately, has yet to change the picture over, so it's still hidden 10 Goons until further notice. Because why can't we be happy? And you guys, what do you think? You think it's a time for change? Think it's the new era of Goons Games and Gear has begun?
Right, we're starting 2022 off right.
Even though it hasn't started.
It's coming.
And
when it is.
Right.
We
so check the videos.
Right.
Check YouTube. We're being way more social. We're going to get videos out there. It's going to be a great time. So, yeah. So on to the news. Oh, man. Activision Blizzard. Actually, I like to at least once a week, if not more, give an Activision Blizzard update because something always comes up every week.
This is our Activision Blizzard corner.
This is why we need a sound guy just to create headline stuff
yeah.
So apparently it's not even apparent, but they laid off at least a dozen Raven Software quality assurance contractors. Now, Raven Software, if you haven't heard of them, is the one that basically primarily works on Warzone. They did help with Cold War to some degree. And this is the kicker though. So companies lay off gamer contractors and stuff, here and there. However, the problem here is that they literally promised them a month ago, hey, don't worry, you guys are gonna get raises, we'll have a meeting a month or two, everything's gonna be fine. And then they're like, how do I put this? You're fired.
We were wrong.
We were. Now,
we're leaving now.
We're still getting bonuses. Don't worry. We're still getting. We're getting
still handing out the bonuses, just not to you.
Yeah, just not to you. Sorry. What a sleazy. I don't even know why either. Warzone has to be holding them predominantly right now.
Vanguard. Everybody just hates it right now. It's just not performing well.
Right. It's the second or third worst selling Call of Duty, which is.
I wonder if this is gonna mess up the new one's supposed to launch on Wednesday, the 9th.
Pacific.
So yeah, I wonder if this is gonna mess it up at all.
I'm so happy you mentioned that because I want to talk about it. There's no article, but it's December 8th, a super magical day because Halo Infinite officially releases. Let's see, it's a day. I mean, I guess the 8th and 9th. The Game Awards are happening.
Yeah. Oh, this week's awful. Today was Fortnite, which whatever. Tomorrow.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say whatever to Fortnite?
Sorry. They added Spider-Man.
Brandon, come back. You're back.
We're back to Nintendo Goons.
Short-lived.
Tomorrow is Halo and the Destiny expansion from Bungie, fighting their old friends at 343.
Yeah.
Wednesday's Warzone. Thursday's the Game Awards. And I'm sure they're going to announce something crazy there from what Jeff Keighley's been leaking.
I swear, we're not going to announce anything that has to do with breathing, wild things, or the number 2. I promise.
They said they're not doing anything related to Activision, apparently. Like, no Activision game will be there at all.
I was reading that, like, everyone was mad that they didn't take, like, a stand on it, and,
yeah, and then they, of course, they announced. Yeah.
Do you think it was the pressure, or do you think they actually...
I'm sure it was both. The pressure, and they probably just keep, every day it's like, oh, Activision did this, Activision did that, Activision touched this person. Like, they probably were sick of it finally, and we're like, yeah, we're done. Until you guys clean up your act, we're not going to support you.
So here's a back to the Raven thing, though, before we get off track. A great little quote here: "Our team is destroyed, and absolutely no one is going to want to work, even if they got promoted. I was looking to leave because of the reputation Activision had lately, and I don't want to support the company any longer. It's an embarrassment working for Activision, in my opinion." Basically, everyone's saying, like, it's the place is gutted, like they restructured for no real reason. And they were also told that there was a pay restructure to increase everyone's wages, and then that fell through because everyone got fired.
Of course.
Here's the kicker, though. Here's the kicker. This is the cruel part. Austin O'Brien, Raven Software's associate community manager, said, quote, "These people were asked to relocate to Madison, Wisconsin to work there. Now they are out of a job on January 28th. So wow. They were asked to move, like relocate.
They're literally the worst place in the world, probably. Like, there's nothing in Wisconsin.
Wait, is that where Activision? I thought Activision Blizzard was in.
They're in California.
Yeah.
They shipped them off to Wisconsin. Like, why? They must have built another building there, a headquarters or something.
Maybe Raven Software of itself is in Wisconsin.
Oh, maybe.
I'm gonna look that up
because they're just like a affiliate or of Activision or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean,
subsidiary.
They had to be the ones to like, but tell Raven Software.
They told them, yeah, they were like, "Hey, you got to move to Wisconsin. get out of California with us."
It says their headquarters is in Madison. It doesn't say what state that is. Oh no, okay. No, it was based in Wisconsin. Okay, so it's they're in Wisconsin. Thanks, Wikipedia. Yeah, so that's terrible. That's like that's so now they moved, they upended their life, and then they got canned. That's like
that's the worst things that could happen all at once. Like,
right. And then I guess probably later a representative from Activision came to each one of their doors and like kicked their dog or something because they're just sprinkling it on. What they're like, let's kick them while we're down.
And then they like slashed their tires as they left. Good luck trying to leave Wisconsin.
This is we don't mean to make light of the situation on itself, but
it's awful. But
Activision Blizzard of itself has become a joke. I'm not sure how they're gonna live through this. You know,
right?
I mean, every week there's a new scandal, like every week, and obviously it's affecting their bottom line. If Call of Duty, which is their, like, I'd imagine one of their biggest, if not the biggest moneymaker.
I feel like it's their only thing anymore, right? Like, what else does Activision really publish?
Well, it's Activision Blizzard, so there's like
World of Warcraft. They're getting, and that's very, very minimum money from like Blizzard, because even they only have like World of Warcraft now.
Right. Oh, they have Diablo Immortals, right?
Oh, right. My phone.
My phone. They also have, what was it called? They tried
Overwatch
to do like
a 2, the hit sequel.
That's never
the copy
out.
And paste.
No, what is that? They got totally reamed out for. It was like a remake of a classic, like
Warcraft 3 that they ruined.
Well, that too. No, I'm talking. It's like it has to do something with like a devil, and it's like some kind of building simulator or something. It is like filled with loot boxes. No. It was some other. Like it was like I really can't explain it. It was some kind of like you made like a dungeon, and it's like a dungeon simulator, like back in the day, and then they remade it to be like a mobile game with like a crap ton of microtransactions.
Good for them.
I'm sure like in 3 episodes it'll just like click. You'll just be like, so my mom passed. Oh, this was it. Like, oh, it's this. So, yeah. Do you think so? I back to, I guess, the question: will they survive? I feel
like there's still like a titan of the industry.
right.
They're gonna have to
And
completely restaff everybody, but
they just refuse to like touch the executives.
yeah. Well, that's the problem. Is someone's got
Right.
to do something about those execs, and then
Right.
things hopefully will get better. Maybe even like the quality of the games will get better too. But until then, I don't know.
Ha. That's hilarious. Funny joke. So that is your weekly roundup for Activision Blizzard. I don't know. I'm trying to we'll get copyright struck for that. That's you want to take the next one?
Yeah. All right, Pokemon players, listen up. All right, come on. Just stop. All right, what is your problem? Why can you not be happy? All right, we're gonna start with the negatives. All right, you want alternates to trade exclusive evolutions. Okay, I understand that. So they in Diamond and Pearl remakes, right? And they
have you explain the article first.
Okay, so people want like alternates to like trade evolutions, so you don't have to like find your friend online if they're on and trade to get like Magmortar, Gengar, Machamp, all the trade evolution Pokemon basically.
Right, which they don't really even do anymore.
Right. They have found ways around it. But like in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they changed like the friendship level ups. So any Pokemon that requires a friendship level up now, I think it's like a Sunstone you can use on them.
Oh, really?
And they just evolve from it. Yeah. So like I understand it, but at the same time, like it's not 2002 where you need a link cable to connect your Game Boys together and you have to be in the same room. You could do it online. And guess what? You could just wonder trade, and I'm sure you'll get a Gengar, Magmortar, Electivire, or whatever you want. So,
I'm not sure if it was in this article, but actually, yeah, I think it is further down. But one of their excuses that it makes it very hard to get a shiny trait evolution, and my retort to that is, well, you usually trade with friends.
Right.
And like, if you're going to trade a shiny, you're not, I mean, like, I don't know why you would trust a stranger, but you shouldn't. And, it's like, if I trade you my shiny Magikarp, I highly doubt you're going to be like, okay, this is mine now.
Right.
That's not trade evolution. I guess a shiny Rhydon. It's like, okay, we're friends. You're obviously going to trade it back. Unless you don't, in which case you're dead to me.
Unless you're evil. Right.
So I understand the frustration, but it's kind of outdated, and they have I can't think of anything past Gen 4 that required trade evolution.
No, there was nothing. They basically did away with it.
Right. I think Electivire, Magmortar, Rhydon, or Rhyperior, is Tangela or
Tangrowth? Yeah,
it's right.
All right. Yeah, but the problem is, right? So we established they got rid of it. This is a remake of Gen 4. Of course they're in there. Why did you not have this planned? Be like, hey, one night I'm sitting with you and trading all of the trade evolution Pokemon. Just be on for 10 minutes so we can do this.
Right.
Which it's not like it's a surprise or anything to anybody.
Yeah, it's literally a remake. I'm not really sure what they were expecting in terms of like that kind of update. Like, there's so little. I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not really that worried about it.
We got the Activision scandal corner, and we got the Pokemon players complain about the sun being too bright or something corner. God.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I get pretty what's the word? I guess motivated in terms of like ranked play. That's where I care about. Like my biggest pet peeve in Pokemon in general is just legendaries for multiplayer.
Yeah.
And so like that's a totally separate issue, but this is just minuscule. It's like it's a trade evolution. It's an evolution. Like I don't know what you want from. I know what you want, which is an alternative, but Like, okay, like if there was an alternative for trade evolutions, then no one would trade. No one would trade these
Right.
trade.
That's the whole point of the feature is to trade with your friends. They could easily just add an NPC in that'll be like, "Hey, I'll trade you this Pokemon and you trade it right back for whatever you want to do." Uh, but
Dude,
like that
I'm,
just defeats the purpose.
I'm not sure if the Pokemon Company is trolling people, but in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, there's an NPC that trades you a Haunter, and you're like, oh, you bet
Oh
you're
yeah.
wondering why Haunter didn't evolve. It's because it's holding an Everstone. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
The worst person in Pokemon history. Oh my god.
I mean, I like. I don't know. Yeah, but the Pokemon fan base is always hard to appease. It's like they didn't care for Mega Evolutions, and actually, I'm sorry, it's not they didn't care for it. It's like they just don't like change. They
Yeah.
didn't like Mega Evolutions. They didn't like Z moves.
They
There's
say
always
they want
like
change and then they're mad about the change.
right.
Like it's
Right.
just you can't win with them.
I mean, I would argue like the best change that they kept around was that you don't need to have an HM slave.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Oh, did
Right.
you see what happens in Diamond and Pearl 2, by the way? So you still have to like teach your Pokemon HMs and stuff, but every time you use it, Bidoof pops up on the screen.
Really?
It's like an Easter egg they did, yeah. So every time you use like Cut or Rock Smash or whatever, it like you click your Pokemon that knows it to use it, and then it's like, oh, a wild Bidoof came and did it for you. It's so great.
That's awesome. Yeah, because Bidoof was the HM slave of the originals because he could learn like 5 of the 8. If he only had wings, or it would have been funny if he could learn fly. If he just like flaps his tail,
Just like spins around like a propeller.
right? But yeah, so I like. Don't get me wrong, we love Pokemon. I mean, personally, I'm very conflicted about getting this one because on one hand, I want to play competitive, and it doesn't like. I know they're trying to make competitive out of it, but that's by the players. There's no official system.
Right.
But on the other hand, this is the first game like ever to have wild starters, and you could shiny breed them.
Yeah.
You know, it's a tough one.
It's
It's a tough one.
nuts. I'm
Yeah,
just ready for Arceus. That playing
right.
this just made me ready for that.
And like, God, I want multiplayer, and I kept researching it, and it just so far there's nothing to confirm that there is. But like you
Yeah.
showed me on Twitter,
The
I mean,
single
apparently,
player sounds nuts
yeah, we might as well just
for it.
talk about it. Yeah, I mean, like this is apparently like a not like a dedication to Breath of the Wild, but like as close as Pokemon could possibly get to it in terms
Yeah.
of open world. Here's a list for you: longest main series Pokemon game ever. Okay, I can see that. It's a quote hardcore game where resource allocation is very important. Okay. You will have to buy item slots as you progress. Okay, I like that. If you just pick everything you find, you will fill your inventory. Okay. The game is very grindy. You'll have to find items to craft Pokeballs. I like that. I like that a lot.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that's a very smart idea, and that'll make certain Pokeballs much rarer than others. The final goal of the game is catching Arceus. Okay, which I don't really
Expected.
understand because if that's a prequel and you
You
catch
literally
Arceus,
become a god at the end too. That's what it's telling us.
dude, just give us the shiny Bidoof Easter egg we all deserve.
Yes.
Change is shiny, you cowards. Shinies are shown as shiny in the overworld, like in Let's Go. I don't. Did you played Let's Go?
I did. I like that mechanic, so like it's fine.
I didn't know that. I never knew that was a thing.
Yeah, so like while you're running around, if you see a Pikachu and it's shiny, you know it's going to be shiny. Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha. However, some Pokemon, even shiny ones, may run away when approached. That will be
I
fun.
love. Like you're like the whole like crouch mechanic and like stealth aspect they've like shown off in the trailers. Like I feel like it's actually you're going to have to do that to catch some Pokemon.
Right. I'm very curious on how shiny hunting's going to work. Like, I'd imagine they're going to have to change the odds and other things.
Yeah, it's also going to be rough because if you're going to have to grind for items to craft Pokeballs, like it's gonna be a long time.
I just hope they improve the frame rate. I still think it was atrocious in the first trailer.
Yeah. Well, Breath of the Wild still has that problem, and here we are, what, 4 years later, and it never
Yeah, but
got
like
a
it's
fix
supposed.
for it.
Well, but the difference there is like it usually runs in 60. It just dips a lot. This
Right.
looks like it was like locked at like 20.
Yeah.
You know,
I have a
so
feeling it's going to be a lot better, like on the OLED versus the like mainstay Switch.
you mean like, oh yeah, but it doesn't have different specs. It's just I mean, it's gonna look better on the screen though.
I think it's just going to look better. Yeah.
Right, right. Well, yeah, it's definitely gonna look better.
Yeah.
Uh, but so I hope RC is a good man.
Yeah.
I feel like it has to be because we're not getting any new competitive like.
Right. We're
Actually, oh, you know what?
stuck
Actually,
with Sword and Shield.
I want to bring this up to you. I was for some reason I just had like a big brain moment earlier today, but like, what if they like so this the remake of Generation 4. If Arceus comes out and all the Pokemon aren't in it, which I assume all of them aren't,
Right.
I feel like what they should do is like make sure then the ones that aren't are predominantly from gens 1 to 4 because this game had gen 1 to 4. So that way you can at least trade it in if it's not in the wild. But like have the game maybe have like an update where like well, or like when Pokemon Home comes out like the rest of the Pokemon are now supported to give them time to work on those models and then you can have a reason to have this game Brilliant Diamond to trade them over.
Right.
That's I mean that's just my
That'd be
idea
cool.
on it because
I have a feeling. Do you think we're gonna get like expansions for Arceus too, since they're like not afraid to do it anymore? I guess since
see
Sword and
that's the
Shield.
I feel like we are. I feel like that's how multiplayer is going to come in because
Right. It's gonna add
like
like the battle tower or something to add online play.
because for them it's a win-win. If they don't have DLC, then like they're just finished with the game and they're done with it, right? And
Right.
they can work on the next one. If they do have DLC, then they can add more Pokemon and people will be happy. You know, they're going to be mad if there's no DLC, and you're not going
Right.
to please the Pokemon fan base. It's
No,
impossible. It's like
they're gonna be mad
it's gonna.
regardless. You didn't capitalize the R in Arceus. Do you hear the pronunciation?
Do you think they'll add like? Well, I know it's a prequel, right? But do you think they're gonna add like Alolan forms and stuff like that? Like in Sword and Shield, there was a person who just like had them. If you collected or if you like collected
Oh,
enough,
right
like
on the DLC with the Diglett
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
I could see them. Honestly, I could see them just being there since it's like the point of the game is discovering the island and people from all around are coming. So like,
hmm
people from Alola and wherever else the other forms are from that I can't think of, that
like.
just like bring them over.
And the sad part is for DLC, they have like a perfect setting in the sense of they could easily add like, oh, here's the DLC island. Oh, what's that? It's prehistoric Alola. Like like they
Right.
could do it. You know,
Oh,
it's
it'd be perfect. Yeah.
so again, we're not going to please the Pokemon fan base. Literally impossible. But hey, you know what?
Keep trying.
I'll,
You're doing good.
they usually never cave to like the response, so I doubt they'll add an alternative to trade evolutions. I know we got a
Right.
little off topic, but uh, so this annoys me. Matrix apparently was leaked on the PlayStation Network. Matrix Awakens
Yeah. It was leaked
experience.
and then Jeff Keighley like confirmed it this morning.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he said it's going to be at the Game Awards and then there's going to be like a demo, I guess, for it. So,
I
why? Who
yeah.
what is the game? I don't know.
It's just gonna be Max Payne, but like on a new console,
Right.
like a slow mo mechanic, and just
I mean, it's cool we'll see like the Unreal 5 engine. Like that's exciting, I guess.
This
But
will be the first game with Unreal Engine 5.
I don't know. Whatever. Keanu Reeves didn't make enough money on Cyberpunk, so now he's got to do a Matrix game, I guess.
He's just stuck in the cyberverse, and it's just I don't know. I like it's like I want it to be good, but I don't know. It's just like another proof case that Matrix or not Matrix Hollywood is just like has no idea what to make anymore, and they're just rehashing old ideas.
Oh yeah, it's just I don't know. They need to come up with something new.
Yeah, how about like I don't know. How about was it HVAC simulator? That's a new game, but for Hollywood, they should do that for a new game. But no, Hollywood Yeah, they always have this problem of I mean, besides an intense, disgusting pedophile ring, they have a real big problem of just no original ideas anymore, and just either like sequels to old movies or reboots of old movies.
Right, and they're
It's just
always just awful.
yeah, they're awful. Just awful. Now we're Goons, games, movies, and gear.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah, we're
BM in.
everything now. Yeah, exactly. So, I'm not excited. I'll have to see the gameplay. I swear, if it's just a CGI trailer, I'm gonna scream. I hate.
Oh,
I
that's what
hate.
it's gonna be like actually Keanu Reeves there, just like in the Matrix, and that'll be the trailer.
I just want like no. I want a 5-second trailer that's just Keanu Reeves from the new SpongeBob movie, and it's just like where he's like in the hay bale
Right.
and he's Matrix, and then just like cuts out. Whoa! Whoa! Matrix! Whoa! That's crazy, man. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I want to see a new engine, I guess, but other than that, I doubt it's gonna be a teaser trailer probably. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. There's gonna be nothing about it.
which I hate. This is also a fun one. Paper Mario coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Uh, okay, like,
Is it working? Can
is it going
anybody
to work?
confirm if the online is working for the Switch? Did they fix
Uh,
it? Was there an update for it?
ha. People just like to let things go like immediately. I mean, he comes out or the game comes out on December 10th.
I mean, it's cool. I don't know. I don't know. I have no words.
I've never seen paper lag this much. Whoa, this is so cool.
It's like I'm actually doing origami. Yay!
It's. I mean, everyone loved the original Paper Mario, but we're actually like
Oh, it's a
the
great
first three?
game. I
Is
definitely
is
recommend
it the
everybody
first
play
three
it.
or the first two? Like at some
Uh,
point, it just went downhill fast, right?
Paper Mario. I think the next one was Thousand Year Door, right? We didn't get another one
Yeah,
till GameCube. Or yeah,
that was
GameCube. Super Paper Mario wasn't bad. That was the one for the Wii, but like it
gotcha.
definitely started the downhill. The newest one was pretty good. The
I heard really conflicting things about it.
Origami King.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty good. Definitely better than the last couple.
but don't worry. They promise they're going to improve and expand.
Yeah, okay.
Don't we promise? Promise.
Echo the Dolphin. Woo!
Yeah. You want it, you got it. Echo the Dolphin. In the newest expansion for Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack or plus expansion pack, you now have to blow into the Switch to make it work. Like, wow, wow.
Wow.
And your game can randomly crash unless you blow into the Switch. Whoa, whoa, that's crazy.
God.
So they had an N64 controller, right? Which I mean, I understand because this released. I thought it'd been way cooler if they came out with a dock that was an N64. I feel like it's like a genius idea, but
Wow.
no one wants to listen
That'd
to
be
my head,
so cool. Yeah,
right? Like
what?
it's perfect for it.
They
Like it's
could
literally
have done that
perfect.
for everyone so far. What?
Yeah,
Nintendo, listen.
big brain.
Make the money. Do the easy con. Come on.
But also fix your online.
Right,
Fix
but
it.
also
Roll back.
before you do any of that, fix everything.
Yeah, fix everything that has to do with your online. Like I want to play my Switch more, but it's just like playing Smash feels like a
It's
chore.
impossible. Yeah.
Right. You have to like pray to the Smash gods that they also have a wired connection and they're also your next door neighbor and you're
Right.
also on a LAN party. So like
Right, I press jump and then go make dinner and come back and my guy just jumps like yeah, this is
just jumps.
entertainment.
I think he's one frame off from jumping off the ground.
Yeah.
You still have plenty of
One
time.
pixel up.
Like, yeah, I got it. Like, I hate having to always talk about that, but it's like, my fear is that they're just not going to fix anything until the next Nintendo console, and even then,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
going to be so far behind. They're just like they get farther and farther every
Yeah.
generation or even every year.
Right. And I like how their solution with the OLED was, oh, we added an Ethernet port. That wasn't the problem. Nintendo, please.
Guys, we made your internet 0.01 megabits faster. I feel like you're asking for too much at this point.
Right? Come on.
You know, come on. Like, and where's Banjo Tooie? You cowards.
Do
That's
it.
right. Yeah, just do it. And even then, I mean, granted, all my inputs aren't going to work at all, but do it. Just do it. Well, anyway, this okay. Fun one. Joseph Fair's game, which that was the meme guy from the first Game Awards, where like he just
Like super, what is he, Swedish or something?
yeah, where he just like made it
Yeah.
like he made like a fool of himself at like the first Game Awards, right? Like it was
Yeah,
just
for
super
a way
awkward.
out.
Yeah, just like super awkward. His game It Takes Two, which is like a hit. Like it was on the list for like what Game of the Year, right?
It's a Game of the Year nominee. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody
Hit with,
played it.
like I don't know what's happening with Take Two Interactive, but they were hit with a claim from Take Two Interactive for their name. It Takes Two, right? Like what? Why? Dude, Take Two. I don't know what. Like I haven't seen anything about this, but did Take Two Interactive like go through like a restructure? Did all the
I
money from
don't
GTA 5
know.
like get to their head? Like the last 2 years, they've just been like this. Like they were like the pinnacle of like great games. Like because they were super patient. They waited so long to release games. They weren't rushed by, or what felt like wasn't rushed by. The shareholders and like that. Like 'cause when like
Right.
Red Dead 2 came out, it was great, Game of the Years and all that fun stuff.
Right. There was no competition that year. Everybody knew Red Dead was going to be Game of the Year.
Right.
And then it lost. It
Yeah,
lost to God of War.
and the I lost the guy. That just annoys me. Records indicate that I'm sorry. So their Take Two Interactive has hit Hazelight Studio game. It Takes Two with a trademark claim. Records indicate that Hazelight has seemingly been forced to abandon ownership of the game's name. Like, did does Take Two Interactive honestly believe that people couldn't distinguish between
It
It Takes
takes
Two
two.
and Take Two Interactive?
I
Because for what it's worth, no one knows you as Take Two Interactive. Everyone knows you as Rockstar. Like,
right.
and which is the best part because even the Rockstar name they file suits for. They're suing Rockstar Energy drinks for the name.
Yeah, that's I, I feel like they're trying to take a number out of like Nintendo's book, but they're like doing it awful.
Right.
Like
They're doing it like infinitely worse. Halo spokesperson told the outlet that the studio cannot comment on what's going on, but hopes the situation will be resolved. Yada yada yada. Um, they also filed trademark claims for names that include words like Rockstar, Social Club, Mafia, and Civilization. So, like, all of those words are.
civilization. You can't trademark civilization. That's like saying like, did you just say the number 2? Yeah, that's our word. You can't use that.
like
What is wrong with them? Do they really think they're gonna like win this?
like social club. Imagine you're at college, like, hey guys, I'm starting a social club, and like someone just kicks down your door. Freeze! It's Rockstar. You just say it, social club? Yes. Take him down. What?
We got him.
What? We got. No, like, oh my god. So they're this is great. A clothing brand, Max Fayne, Fayne, has been included in Take Two's Take Two's trademark claims because of how close it is to Max Payne. What? An axe throwing company in Florida called Rockstar Axe Throwing is trying to oppose Take Two's trademark claim too. A music book brand called Think Like a Rockstar has abandoned its trademark following Take Two's claim. What a joke!
Right? That's crazy.
That's just sad. Like I don't blame these companies for having to like give in because this is a huge like gaming company,
Right.
so they have a lot of power behind them. But this is just petty. No,
Right.
like
They're going after these like little mom and pop shops or whatever that literally just have no defense.
Right.
Like you're telling
Like
me they're gonna go after Nickelback for their hit song Rockstar? Like, what is wrong with them?
yeah. Rockstar Axe Throwing. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna confuse that with Take Two Interactive's Rockstar Studio. Man,
Rockstar Games, GTA.
Yeah, that was
right.
That's a hard one. They got me there. I confused the two. I accidentally went to the Rockstar Axe Throwing store instead of buying GTA 5. I just confused the two because they're so close. But,
what is wrong with them? My God.
In terms of It Takes Two, Hyog says that since it isn't a company name and that the phrase is commonly used in goods and services everywhere, I would suspect that they simply wind up going untrademarked and relying on copyright. So Take Two has been on a legal kick, suing reverse engineered GTA 3 and Vice City creators as well as GTA modders. I mean, I'm not really sure why modders, unless they're literally profiting off of it, but um reverse engineering GTA 3 and Vice City. So I guess someone was trying to recreate it, and I guess that's
Right. Which
like so
that
those are
like I kind of understand because they released the remaster, right?
which is terrible, right? But they didn't make the remaster. They had another company do it for them, and
Right.
I'm sure they're getting a lot of flack for that. But I mean, like the point is just I'm just not understanding that. Like, did Takes Two Interactive
Oh, it's
actually?
happening. This is why they're doing it. I can't believe you're proving them right. No.
You didn't see
Joseph
me
Fares, run.
you didn't get to see me get just tackled to the ground. Just Todd, help, please! I want him as my legal defense. So yeah, like this is just again sad. I don't know what I don't even know what they're gaining from this. Like,
Was
does it
it?
look like
Wait a
a
minute. Hold
douche?
on. I need to check something.
Okay. Well, while you look that up, I'm gonna bring up the big story, the creme de la
Okay.
creme.
It Takes Two. I
Uh,
thought It Takes Two was published by 2K, but it was published by EA.
yeah, their sworn rival
Right.
because apparently that's a thing. Um, this is huge. We should have got to it earlier, but whatever. Apparently, I don't think it's confirmed yet, but Sony is apparently making its own version of Game Pass.
Yeah, this is huge. Like it's about time. What? How long has Game Pass been out? Since like almost the beginning of Xbox One,
Right.
for the most part. And
Mhm.
Sony's first answer was PlayStation Now, which was
Actually,
garbage.
I think no, I think it was like I think it was like 3 years into Xbox One's life.
But
I don't
still,
think it was
that was like
100%. Yeah,
what,
yeah.
8 years ago now. All
Right,
right,
right, right.
so but they answered with PlayStation Now, which just like didn't work
Terrible.
because you had to stream the games, and nobody has that internet.
Mhm.
Now they're like, no, we got it this time, and they're going to be doing PS1, 2, 3, and PSP games, along with like PS4 and PS5 games. And there's like different tiers you can pay for. So it sounds like they're thinking finally.
But how could you do PSP games if they were touchscreen? Right? Or was it
Uh,
or am I thinking of the Vita?
the Vita was touchscreen, yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
which I assume is
Uh,
why they're not doing Vita at all. But the Vita had like nothing, I guess. So
right. I love the PSP. That was a good time. Uh, so while I was thinking about it earlier today, while this is huge, like in terms of being a competitor to Microsoft, the Microsoft has a huge not in terms of like exclusives, but a huge edge over them because Xbox is integrated into Windows, particularly with Windows 11.
right.
So like it's gonna work definitely on the PC side. I don't think this is gonna be like I don't
Well,
think I
so
mean it was true. I think it's
PlayStation,
gonna be great.
PlayStation, like their games they've done on PC so far, they've partnered with Steam, so it's all through
Right.
Steam.
Well, no, I get that, but even I think Game Pass is on Steam.
Oh yeah, I mean you could buy like the
Well,
Master
but
Chief
they're like
Collection, Infinite,
right, right. But they're like, but yeah, what they're doing is officially like making PC ports and putting them on Steam.
right.
But Microsoft, like, they're not porting it because it's literally already made because they
Right.
made like this
It's just
hybrid.
a literally an Xbox engine on your computer.
Right. So I don't like that's what they have over PlayStation. Like I think Game Pass is just going to work natively better, but they still should be very afraid because unfortunately Sony has better exclusives. Like it's not even like
Right.
a debate.
For
At least
them
right
to Yeah, even for them to just pick a couple from like PS1, 2, 3 and PSP, like that's more than enough. Even if they start with like 10 exclusives from each of those systems, they're like that's like worth it instantly.
I'm not even worried. I mean, not that I'm not worried, but I'm not even considering the 1 through 3. I'm thinking about all the PS4 exclusives like Spider-Man. Uh,
Oh, yeah, not
yeah,
even
like
considering PS4 and
right, right, right.
5 already. Yeah.
God of War. Um, like games like that,
Right.
huge. Granted, Microsoft now owns so many studios that I'm gonna imagine next year is when it's gonna start like pumping out. Like, 'cause,
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, it's been like 2, 3 years now since they announced like all these studios they acquired,
I think
and
Halo is the start of like the Xbox reign. Now,
right.
granted, Sony has like Horizon and the new God of War next year, which I think like I, I don't think any studio Xbox owns can touch really those two games. I
Um,
think Halo's like the closest, unless Fable comes out next year.
so what is it called? Sejuani's Hellblade? Is that what it's called? Or
Oh,
Sejuani's Sacrifice?
Senwa's Blade or
Sacrifice?
whatever.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I believe the second one comes out next year.
Yeah, I never played the first one. I heard like really good things about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only complaint I've seen is like it's really short. I think it's like
Mhm.
a 6-hour game or something like that. But that
Right.
was when they were like an indie studio.
Right.
Now that
Right.
Xbox like owns them and can fund it, I wonder if we're gonna get like a AAA sequel, basically.
Right. I think Xbox. I think Xbox is in a better position to make a lot more. How would I put it? Like
They're gonna
not.
fill the
Not,
year
not
more than
yeah.
like what
Yeah. Yeah.
Sony will
Okay.
do. Yeah,
Right. They'll fill a year more with like good quality games, but PlayStation's gonna like have fewer games, but knock them out of the park ones.
right.
Like
They'll be like the 10 out of 10s.
right.
Well, Xbox releases like 8s and 9s all year
Do
though.
Did they confirm that Spider-Man 2 comes out next year?
No. Or
Okay. I know there's
yes.
a trailer, but I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it is supposed to be next year actually. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
see that's a huge problem for
Oh,
for Xbox.
that's
That's like
yeah.
yeah, that's God of War 2, which is capping off I mean, it might just be the end of God of War because they said that
It's the end of the they announced it. It's the end of the Norse saga. There's only
right,
2
well,
games for this one. So,
right. But
I have a
yeah, but
feeling Loki's going to take over.
yeah, but like Kratos is I don't know. I
He's
didn't
too
like
iconic. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't like that of War, but that's just me. That like I like God of War 3 and I thought that was like a perfect game in every
Oh, it
sense
was
of
a
the
perfect
imagination.
ending, yeah.
Right. Right. So yeah, like Xbox will have what's it? Not Dead by Daylight. They have a zombie game. What is it?
State of Decay.
Dedicate. Yeah, I believe 3 is coming out next year. Um,
I think they confirmed that.
right, and then that's yeah. I can't think of the other ones they have going for them, but I would imagine that that's their plan. But like they're probably not gonna win next year in terms of like awards. But yeah, they're gonna fill the year up.
Right.
And
They definitely
PlayStation
need a banger though next holiday season. If we're getting Breath of the Wild 2 and the second like God of War and even like Spider-Man if they throw that in.
Yeah, I think Spider Man's gonna be holiday, but
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
mean, we haven't heard anything about Gears of War 6. That's a
Right.
possibility.
Gears of War. Starfield's apparently like pretty on track. I don't know what Todd Howard meant by that, but
He's a mysterious man.
by on track we mean here's Skyrim for the Samsung smart fridge.
Here's Skyrim in your AC. But yeah, like, but either way, so this is gonna be it's gonna be huge, assuming it's true. They haven't got to work out some kinks like how it's gonna work on the PC if that's even happening.
I
So if
assume
it's
it will. They're pretty like solid on the PC right now.
but that's just on Steam though. That's which is the
Well,
thing, which is the issue.
they have the PlayStation Now app on the PC as well, and I think you can download the games on the PC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they
Hmm.
made it like a lot better when they brought it to PC. So
Hmm. And they're combining the services into one basically. But
yeah,
does that include like how do I put it?
I think it's
Well,
supposed to be Plus and PlayStation Now are being combined, and then there'll be the Game Pass, whatever they're calling it.
but what
So
would
it'll
be
be
the
like
difference? Because PlayStation Now
Xbox.
already lets you stream games, right?
Uh, yes, yeah,
And apparently this is a 3-tier service. First tier will be essentially what PlayStation Plus is right now. Second tier will include access to a number of PlayStation 4 and PS5 games. And the third tier will top it off with extended demos, game streaming, access to PS1, PS2, PS3, and PSP games. So I'm not a fan of that. I think that's confusing. and I think that
Yeah, that's weird.
that yeah, that's like that's gonna confuse the market, and it's like people who grew up on PS1 to PSP are gonna take that, but
Right.
newer gamers won't. The first tier is PS number of PS4 and PS5 games, so like we don't like that to me that sounds like it's gonna be a small collection.
Yeah.
And third tier will I'm sorry, that's include access to PS4. Oh, that was the second tier, sorry. The first tier will essentially be what PlayStation Plus is right now. So PlayStation Plus is tier one that is combining with PlayStation Now. Tier two, I guess you just get access to more PS4 and PS5 games.
Right.
And then tier three is you get extended demos, game streaming, and PS1, PS2, PS3, and PSP games. Now, what I don't understand about that is it says game streaming, but isn't that what PlayStation Now does?
Yeah.
So
I wonder
then,
if it means newer games, like for the game streaming. So like the second tier might be their PlayStation hits, they call them.
mhm,
So it's like God of War, Uncharted 4, Last of Us, the games you could buy for like $20 at any time of the year that have been out for years. So,
right.
and then the game streaming might be like newer games, like the new Spider-Man when that comes out or something like that.
But I feel like they're gonna miss the ball in terms of like what they're gonna offer because Xbox got it in early. So now that their good games are starting to pump out, it's a day one in Game Pass. So that's amazing, right?
Right.
Versus that, I mean, yes, they're gonna include all their old exclusives, but they already had those. Xbox didn't like when Game Pass came out. Xbox basically had no like good exclusive.
Right.
What Halo 5 was the
The only
even
game.
sorry what
It was like the only game.
yeah, it was like the only game, but like they kept building on it. But this is, everyone's already played, like God of War and I guess the original Spider-Man. So and now also you have to compete with the fact that Microsoft apparently has more than 20 million subscribers for a Game Pass.
Right.
Now that's between Game Pass for PC, Game Pass, and Game Pass Ultimate. Well, that is technically three different tiers, but if you're only on PC, you only have to get the PC version, which
Right.
is like their ultimate. It's not as confusing versus the one PlayStation's trying to offer. Um, it's just I feel like this is just another move into the subscription market. Maybe they're seeing like signs that people just don't want to buy full price games anymore.
I,
You know,
I don't know. I think this is them just correcting like the backwards compatibility too. Like, oh, now you could go back to all the way to the PS1. Like the Xbox can go all the way back to the original Xbox.
right? But but Xbox is literally backwards compatible versus this is
Right. This is
their
like a stream
right.
of
This is a stream.
which probably wouldn't be too bad for these. I don't know. I don't know how it'll work. Like these games aren't that demanding, so it might be better even if you have like terrible internet, but I don't know.
I'm not sure if like the game itself actually matters if you're streaming it.
Right.
I don't know enough about that. All I know is that I want to play Dark Cloud again.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
but if Microsoft has EA Play, then I wonder if PlayStation would respond with like Uplay with like their own partnered, you know,
I
subscription
could see
service.
that.
Because I mean, granted, right now, having EA Play is like okay, but it's still nice that. Oh, and yeah, it's still nice, but PlayStation. I mean, I think they'd have to go to UPlay or Ubisoft to like get some of their partnership,
Right.
which wouldn't be the
They're
worst move.
they're like the last ones too, I feel like, right?
Yeah, I can't
Like
really think
everybody
of
else
anyone
is
else.
a 2K, like Take Two, I guess. They're like kind of they don't really pick a side as far
Yeah,
as I can think of.
yeah, they're not part of any like conglomerate, big EA or Ubisoft. But
Right.
if they had Ubisoft, they could have all the Assassin's Creed games, would be pretty interesting.
Right. That would be nice.
Right, because yeah, Ubisoft has no stake in this because like even on Game Pass, none of the Assassin's Creed. I don't believe anyway. I
No,
don't.
none of
Yeah,
the Ubisoft games go on there, or at least until like later
For
down the
Honor's on
road.
there.
Right,
I
but
think
was
just
it?
For Honor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
like
because they have their thing now, right?
yeah,
Uplay? Did that ever
yeah,
release?
Yeah, they have Uplay Plus, which is, I mean, like, it's not even, it's like irrelevant.
It's useless. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like nobody cares. Like it's just not worth it. Especially in their case, they should definitely partner with PlayStation or Microsoft would be. It'd be great if they partnered with Ubisoft.
Right.
I just want to mention one more thing before we hit the old dusty trail. Actually, I guess it's two little things, but Halo Infinite, they're getting new multiplayer playlists, SWAT, Slayer, and Free for All. I would say, I mean, I feel like they should have had SWAT in the first place.
Right. It should have been thrown into the quick play mix.
Oh, I'm sorry. Slayer is free for all. It's SWAT, Fiesta, and free for us. God, SWAT, free for all, Fiesta.
Yeah.
Which I mean, at least I mean, SWAT is literally a staple, so that should have been there in the first place. But it is what it is. They're just gonna keep adding on to it. You know, good for them.
Right. Which
People
is
are gonna be
perfect.
mad.
They are
But
so on top of it. Like, I have no worry about the multiplayer at all.
right, I heard. I saw some reviews for the campaign. It's
It's good.
apparently it's like
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. It's like also a weird attempt at a soft reboot. Maybe I think they're trying to like atone for their sins of 4 and 5.
Right.
I
That
think.
someone said that it's like the best 343 Halo yet. So,
Well, I
which
mean,
is
multiplayer
nice.
alone, I would yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
well, it'd be funny if like Master Chief just wakes up and just 4 and 5 just never happened. Like,
Cortana, you're here. Wow.
I had such a
Nothing
weird,
ever happened. I didn't lose you to some
I had a weird
space robots.
I had a weird virus. I was dreaming. And you were like you're evil, and
Don't
Agent
worry,
Locke
Chief.
was like trying to
That
kiss
never
me or something.
happened.
Like okay, and here's my hotter, younger AI version. Here, here you go. Whoa. So yeah, our only conundrum is: do we play it when it comes out, or do we wait for a co-op? And that is
Don't know.
that's a real
It's so
moral
hard.
confliction. Apparently, in the review, they're saying that some areas look like they were basically designed for co-op. Apparently,
I
but
just want to play it, but
I know,
I want to play it together. I don't want to.
I know.
I don't want to just play it by myself. I feel
Okay,
like I won't enjoy it as much.
we'll play together. I'll have my left hand on the controller. You have your right on the controller.
Yes, the
I'll,
ultimate co-op experience.
oh wait, actually no, I take that back. You'd have to be left because you chuck grenades, and I'll
Oh yeah.
yeah, and I'll
That's perfect.
and just to top things off with Halo, I thought this was interesting. So I was reading more about it earlier today. The Halo subreddit apparently got so toxic, like it was so terrible, like death threats and all that cringy stuff, that they literally they shut themselves down for like 3 days. So first off, kudos to the moderators. That's a
Right.
ballsy move.
Thank
You
you for
never see that.
stopping these
Yeah, that's insane.
terrible
We'll make
humans.
jokes that like Reddit is just like a joke of itself, and teach their own on that. But
Right.
the like I think it really takes courage to pull that off, because
Yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
could you could just ban people, and that's one thing. But like they're like, no, this place has got way too bad right now. We're shutting things off.
Right.
Having this
I also
having
assume the Halo Reddit's not a like small community. I'm sure
right.
there's like hundreds of thousands of people on there.
Yeah, so this is I wanted to read this. Some users on the sub have even been responsible for doxing and death threats. It said moderators in a statement the other day, we're temporarily putting the sub on lockdown so people can hopefully settle down a bit and we can hit the reset button before launch. At the end of the day, this is a video game, and the level of vitriol is unwarranted. I don't. Did someone teabag you and you just like had to make a death threat or
Oh,
something? I'm
probably.
confused. Like what?
It's this like safe place, you know. Can't teabag in video games anymore, you know.
Like I mean, I'm just saying, I don't understand how did it get so bad that they're making death threats. What
Yeah.
did someone hit you with a sticky grenade? Didn't they? They threw a plasma. You got hit, and you just couldn't take it. You just had to like and doxing somebody. Really? That's just and terrible.
You know what's the problem is it's been like 15 years since Halo 3 came out, right? We haven't had this kind of like online interaction since then. So all this pent up rage and like hatred for the world is now just coming out from everybody playing this game online.
And they're screaming about how like the battle pass is terrible. Like that's just a that's not even gameplay related. That's literally an opinion of
Yeah.
Like it's you don't have to buy it, so I'm not sure what the problem is. They're screaming about how it was way too hard to finish, which was true, and they
And they
literally
fixed
listened
it.
and then they fixed it. Now
You
you're
could
like
be
just
done with
flying
the
through it.
battle pass in like 2 weeks now if you really like sit down and grind it.
It's just it's just a shame. Like we were finally having this Halo that feels like a Halo game again, and it's beautiful. And the community apparently is like or like, at least the subreddit is so I don't know, just like terrible. Like
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I don't even know another word to describe it. Like they're just like they're babies, and they're just not. I guess understanding it all. I have no idea. I really like
Nobody's
because
happy in their gaming communities anymore. It's
like
just so sad.
back in our day in Halo 3, we didn't have this kind of stuff. So, I mean,
Right.
you'd hear people say really crappy things on voice comms, but honestly, it was just funny. Like,
Right.
you know,
We got
we laugh
tougher
about
for
it.
listening to those things.
I'm not saying that applies to everyone, but like, once you type something on the internet, it's there forever.
Right.
And, like putting death threats to people you don't know, or I guess in general, is just terrible. And it's over a video game. Maybe if it was over a Twinkie, I'd understand.
Right.
But yeah, it's just, but besides that, there's no excuse. Again, unless it's about Twinkie
Right.
or Todd Howard.
Oh,
Skyrim.
I
Like,
would
is Skyrim the best game?
I would kill for him. He is my Lord and Savior.
You hear that, Todd?
Do you hear that, Todd? Sponsor us.
Yeah, that's how far we're willing to go. So yeah, welcome to Goons Games and Gear. Make sure to check out the YouTube, Twitter. Everything's changed, by the way. Yeah, TikTok. We're doing great on there. Anywhere podcasts are, except for apparently Apple, because they don't want to change the picture
They
because
don't
they
like
hate
us
us.
yet.
Discord. We're gonna have a link tree literally on everything we do. So just find it, join us, and talk to us. Literally, we'll answer any question, especially on Twitter or Discord.
Join the Discord. That way
right.
we could do like live reactions and stuff, like the Game
Oh.
Awards this week. Wink, wink, nudge,
Yeah.
nudge. You know,
or like
like
judging Todd Howard's apparel.
Chapter 2 of Fortnite ending. Super nervous all day. Oh no.
Oh yeah, I couldn't even go to the bathroom.
They killed Kevin the Cube. I saw a man cry online.
They killed Kevin.
I know.
No!
And then Spider-Man showed up.
Whoa!
This is the world now.
They really flipped my point of view on it. Like the island, because they got flipped. God, parents everywhere are like, I don't know what to do with my child. I had a free babysitter,
and now it's gone.
And now it's gone. What do I do? We're gonna go into seconds. Give us it, but I just imagine you're like, all right, here you go, my child who's like 7, like they're playing Fortnite. 3 hours pass by, like, oh, okay, I'm back. Like, all right,
yeah. You could leave, do whatever you want, come back. Fortnite's there.
I'd imagine the Fortnite community is worse, but what do I know?
Yeah, probably.
Speaking of which, if you guys follow us, we promise you. Well, not follow, but if you guys listen and share us, we promise you we will never competitively play Fortnite. That is our promise.
Yes.
And again, our Black Friday sale is still going on, where everything is free because we can't charge you for this. So
right.
Yeah,
you can listen for free till the end of the year, and then starting next year, we start our new sale where it's still free.
Where it's still free, except we both shave and have no facial hair.
No. We'll see.
We didn't talk about that. All right, have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Bye.